Texas Rangers win the World Series.
When the season ends, is baseball really over? Of course not. It's early morning practices. It's pickup games, whenever and wherever. It's the anticipation for the game today and the crack of the bat tomorrow. It's history, and it's groundbreaking. It's a dream that becomes a reality. It's believing through all the stops along the way to the journey home. When it's in your DNA, there's always time to play ball.
What's up, Show Nation? This is Chris Singleton, and welcome to the show.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Well, one-run game. Randall Cockrell stepping in now for the Yankees. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
There's the strike. Foul ball, still 0-2. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one just misses, and that's ball one.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind.
On its way to the corner, drifts towards it, and that is a foul ball. And a pitch. That misses the zone, and that's ball two. Line drive, and that's down, a base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single. Kenny Gall stepping in now for the Yankees. And that one fouled off. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in game one of this three-game set. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment move, get back on track. His team needs him.
Jonathan Ornelas will hit next. And there's a ball.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The pitch.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And here it comes. Gets a piece and stays alive. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And that's a little bit high. And it's 3-2.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack.
And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
So they're down to their final out. Sebastian Walcott now at the plate. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox take the series opener here at home.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 4 runs.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Now the number 2 hitter, Marco Lopez. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. The Yankees looking to rally. Just missed. Down the middle for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. And he's out.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Cockrell stands in now and watches strike 1. And that one fouled off. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. And ball 1.
It's a good take.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll touch them all. His second home run of the series. It's 4-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
And there's a hit. And that puts the tying run on base. So a change being made at first base. Coming in as the pinch runner, Franklin Freehand. Ornelas in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swings and lines one towards the gap.
That's a big-time clutch performance, Boo. Top of the ninth, your team needs you to...
So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Alpha.
Our final line score is 7-2. First for the victorious Yankees, 5 runs on 11 hits, no errors. The Red Sox both on the runners on base. in attendance at Fenway Park this afternoon, 37,755. The Red Sox and Yankees, thank you.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Now at the plate, Colton Cowser. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Yeah, there's the strike. Next offering upstairs. Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. Oswald Peraza stepping in for the Rangers. That's in there. Strike 1. Gets a piece and stays alive. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated, and then this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. They're down to their final strike.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
This is why they turn to him to close out games. He's so reliable in these spots, and he just proved it for the 35th time this season. Nice job getting it done out of the pit.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Carmen Francisco.
Just looking to get on here. Give him something to work with as they try to make a comeback.
Bounce to the left side. Tosses across to first. One out, bottom of the ninth. So the batting order turns over. Up next for the Rangers, Scott Kaminsky. Lifted in the air, right center field. Got it! Nice grab. And there are 2 outs. So it's their last chance in this one. Phil Robinson stepping in for the Rangers. Sends it to center, and this should be it. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home, you're feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum. But at home,
Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for tuning in, and we've got a good one going here in extra innings. And now, Martin Velasmil. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. There's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Drops into the glove, and there's 1 down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
That's a strike. 0-2.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
So they're down to their final out. Brian De La Cruz steps in for the Royals. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
The Royals down to their final strike. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And the count is 1-2. Strike 3, got him swinging. And the crowd goes home disappointed as this one draws to a close.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
Acosté a dormir, pero si es pa' levántame. Tengo chavos con chapéame. Yo sé que tú también. Perdóname, no fue el destino, no. Fui yo que te llamé. Qué rica te ves en mini. Trajecito bikini. Ferrari, no le gustan los Lamborghini. Mucha pasta, carbones, fettuccini. Las Scorpio son peligro, lo dijo Mela y Rumini. Ey, una dimala. why you ain't with me when I wasn't this fly. Now I'm on top and now I'm riding sky high. Don't need nobody, but I take you down tonight. And now I'm okay with being hot for all these clothes you wear. Nobody tripping for what you gon' have to pay. But when you get it, like you can't change. Keep your eyes on me apply. Yeah, don't be timid when you die. Love a bomb. Leave it. Say, I don't wanna.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Well, one-run game, and stepping in for the Astros, Ted Wilder. Laser, could be extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Lee in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. And there's two away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And stepping in for the Astros, Alec Burleson. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Oh, that insurance run in the bottom of the eighth inning was so good to add on, especially with this power hitter at the plate. If he goes deep, you're still up in the ball game. Really good spot to be in right here. Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Wilder, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. Swings through that one for strike one.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Under it. He's got it. And there's one away.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
He's 2 outs away. Here's Corey Lee. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Fought off foul. That's a strike. And the count is 0-2. With the tying run at the plate, here in the third and final game of the series. Goes down looking. So they're down to their final out. Esteury Ruiz up next for the Astros. And a strike in there. Batista, 28 years old. On the ground, and this should do it. Jumps, throws. That's the ball game.
This was pure domination at home. Huge sweep. And now you go on the road. The flight's going to be very enjoyable. Get into the next city, get a nice meal, get settled in at the hotel, but come back ready to play in the next game. See if you...
That young boy with no parachute, jumping
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Well, one-run game, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Larry Jones, 1 for 3. That's in for a strike. Right through there for a strike. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
And that's ripped for a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball straight to it. That's great work right there.
First and second, 1 out. And now the shortstop, Oswald Peraza. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead here at the top of the ninth. And a swing and a miss. 2 out.
Well, Billy, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Tatis up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. That one called a strike, and it's 1-1. Ground ball to the right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
We've grown to expect him to just roll in the games and simply close them out easily, and he's made it look very easy at times, and now he's up to 40 saves for the year.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 2 runs.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And now the shortstop, Tommy Troy.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
On the ground right side, into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, players pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Carroll in the box now. No balls and a strike. On the ground to second, might be 2. Tags the runner. They get the double play, and just 1 out to go now. So they're down to their final out. Now a chance for Jose Miranda. And that's in there at the knees. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get in the swing mode.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox.
With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Ninth inning here with 1 away. Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. And now the DH, Jarren Duran. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Batista, a former All-Star, 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
The batter.
Here's the center fielder, Hank Lamb. And a curve drops in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Got him. And that wraps it up for this afternoon.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Boston.
Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for tuning in, and we've got a good one going here in extra innings. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Ryan Pogue.
That was a big spot to hit in off the bench. Down a run and leading off. They really need a quality AB here.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn their keep.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. So the tying run at second. Gets a piece and stays alive.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Man at second. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And he deals. Popped up. That one gets down for a hit. Throw comes back in. The tying run stops at third with nobody out. Substitution being made at first. Astros going with a pinch runner, Corey Lee. So the Houston lineup turns over. Now it's the DH, Yuri Ruiz. That's in there. That's strike 1. Good eye in that spot.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
Fought off foul.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And another ball.
These first 2 hitters really making it work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. That one the other way, stops it on a slide. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he still gets the RBI, but that was a really nice play. Great athleticism. You get him out, and you take away the base hit.
Leon in the box now, takes strike 1. And that's outside. 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Next offering upstairs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the second out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Gorman in the box now, takes strike 1. And that's a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, Alec Burleson. There's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
1 strike.
That one lifted to left. He's under it. And out number 1 on the grab. Adael Amador up next for the Astros. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the
ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's a 1-run game. 1 down, runner at first. And stepping in for the Astros, Ted Wilder. A 1-run lead, and we're in the bottom of the 11th. Montero. There's one. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You know how it goes. 1 1 2 1 2. That was the zip code. December 27 was the birth of Canada, the Met fan, born in the home of the Dolphins.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one. Nobody out in the ninth. Now it's the right fielder, Gabriel Arias. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
That one missed. So now 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sync of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
That's a hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Ruiz in the box now. No balls and a strike.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
The Red Sox trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Got him swinging. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
There's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment move, get back on track. His team needs him.
Rodriguez stands in now and watches strike 1. That's a little bit low.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
They're down to their final strike. 1 strike away. Right through there. Got him. And that'll do it.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox. 5-1.
With Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for tuning in. And we've got a good one going here in extra innings. Here's Corey Lee.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
Tying run at the plate. Got him. And that's the first out. So the lineup flips over. And now the DH, Esteury Ruiz. That one's in there. 0-1.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Fights it off. He'll see another. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Astros down to their last out. Now at the plate, Pedro Leon. In for a strike, 0-1.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Batista is just one strike away. That one just misses. Now 1-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The Astros trailing by 2 here in the third and final game of the series.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Got him, and that is the ball game.
Well, this is a nice sweep. Good way to finish this series. You're headed to another city for another one. Got to maintain the same focus. Whatever you were doing in this city, make sure you're doing the same thing in the next one. Eat the same thing, sleep the same way.
Meditating my silence, but I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow. All the fake friends gon' pile up. I need peace to borrow, get that right back tomorrow. Somehow all the fans go bravo. Smile so much to hide my sorrows. Faith is shaky in vibrato. Couple things I show, couple things I don't. I can tell you my...
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. So digging in, Dalton rushing. He's 0 for 1.
Dalton rushing.
That's in there. And that's in the dirt. Wouldn't chase that time. At the belt and fires. Pitch misses, and the count's full.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet. He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Barber in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Base is empty, 1 away here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And he deals. And another ball. Close, but called a ball. Full count, 3-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Miles now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. The D-backs down to their final strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The pitch. Good job to fight that one off. And a pitch. That misses, 1-2 to count.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Got him. And that'll do it.
You don't reach 45 saves in a season by wasting opportunities. This guy's been taking advantage of these moments all year, and we saw it happen again in this win.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors.
Explotar la cuenta y despertar en otra cama que no sea la mía. Me importa mi ex.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Ira Murray getting ready to hit. In the air, right field. Flying after this one. Osweja snags it on the run.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
Number 14, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Next offering misses. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
I'll see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
And there's a ball. 2 runs across in the inning. Here in the second game of the series.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
1 strike away. Got it. And that'll do it.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 5 runs.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And now for the Jays, Alex Lerma. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, players pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Here's a 1-1. Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
He's 2 outs away. William Fujita next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a pop-up foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Lerma, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious
push.
All eyes on me. All eyes on she. All eyes on us. All eyes on me.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And stepping in for New York, Alfonso
the
Quiñones.
shortstop, Alfonso Quiñones.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Number 82 stands in here, takes ball one low. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
The Mets with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. One down, base is empty. And that's a strikeout looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
And now the lefty misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. The Red Sox up big in this one here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
This one was pretty much decided in the 3rd inning. From that point on, all they had to do was play fundamentally sound baseball to secure the win, and they did just that.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox.
Welcome if you just joined us, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton, as we've got 2 away in the ninth. And now the Mets DH, Dylan Head. And first offering is fouled off. Batista, 28 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Red Sox come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep with the save, and that will go down as save number 300 for him. Steadily moving up the all-time list.
Truly rarefied air you're in once you cross that 300 mark. He's one of the most trusted closers.
Welcome in John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Henry Davis. Fastball for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count. Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, "It's going to be tough to get to today."
Cross calls it in for the out. Out number 2.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game.
Welcome in John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Well, 1-run game. Now it's the second baseman, Scott Gatlin. That's in there. It's 0-1. In there at the knees for a strike. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
Next one misses. Now 1-2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated, and then this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So it's their last chance in this one. Jack Sweeney steps to the plate for the White Sox. On the ground. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
It takes a team effort to reach 50 saves in a season, and he wouldn't have games to close out if not for his teammates putting him in a position to succeed. They set him up, and he closes it down.
The final line.
Catch flights, jet light, fold. Turn it up some. Catch flights. Jet light, yeah. I'm getting mail from jail, telling me to kill it. When they get out, I bring them rough. Should know be how I kick it. American Ninja, major motion picture, flipping my remote. Same way I do them, but she already know before she touch my Chevy though. Real, let me make it as clear as my windows. No square shell, enter in the circle of winners. Know I'm prepared for whatever. You know what I've been through. Real view, clear vision, memories of paid dues. Confined to a wrong way. Thunderstorms came through, but look what it came to. Something that amazes you. Soon as you quit hating and hear what I got to say to you. Blue souls, these white 1196. No retro car came with this. Same year, my Impala with the flow shit.
With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for tuning in, and we've got a good one going here in extra innings. So digging in, Jace Young.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
That clips the zone, and it's 0-1.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Tying run at the plate. registers the punch out and hits 101.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs it.
Oliver Lopez next to hit for the Rays. 1 for 3. There's a strike. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. The tying run at the plate. He goes down looking.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
So now a pinch hitter, Dylan Carlson.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
With the tying run at the plate, the home team trying to pull it out. Line drive, that's a base hit. Delahanty headed for the plate. Save. So the Rays batting order turns over. Robert Novak next to hit for the Rays. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first.
Got him looking. And the crowd goes home disappointed as this one draws to a close.
Well, this team just hadn't been playing fundamentally sound baseball, but today they put it together. This should start them rolling now. You have to pay attention to the details. If you do that with good pitching, good defense, you will win most of your ball games.
For the victorious Boston Red Sox.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. So digging in, Kendrick Matlock. First pitch, and he just misses. That one in triple digits. The 1-1. Got the bat going too soon, it's strike 2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And now Diego punts. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
So it's their last chance in this one. And next for Minnesota, Lonnie Sloan. That's in there. Strike 1. The Twins down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Rodolfo Castro. And that one fouled off. This one in the air. Gone. Sizes this one up.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
That to right. Osweja sizing this one up. Brings it in. And there's one down.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
Fired to second. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And now for the Twins, Lonnie Sloan. And he's going to reset as he steps off the rubber. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Triple digits on that last pitch.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, but get back on track. His team needs him.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And Naylor swings through that one. Pitch misses there, and that's ball one. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
And now Jack Sawinski, and he blows that one by him at 100. Batista is just one strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Nice sweep in this series, and you continue playing at home. Everything feels good right now. This is the type of run that you can put together a nice, long winning streak. We'll see if they're able to do it in the next game.
And now it's the Mental Show update with your correspondent, Jennifer Duval. How's everybody doing? This is Sean Dunn, you know me, Jennifer Duval. I'm over here showing a little rubber right now, and it feels good. You see it. I'm listening to the Mental Show. You ain't heard it? It's the biggest color show on earth. I'm overweight, rappers fat to death. Obese when these beats catch wind of my breath. And yes, you ain't heard, you still rocking with the best. I just say y'all for taking the guess. Not jeans, my dear. You ain't worthy to breathe my air. Stand tall in the pair I wear. Am I making it clear? I'm the best the latest hair around here. And no, I'm not the heir appear to whoever. They never could outwit us. Try to think fast, but never could outwit us. The only thing that they could ever do is outfit us. When clothes fit strange, I'm playing Rick James. Yo, couch. I'm coming out with a bang. Straight tape with a knife with no middle, man. Everybody at the label asking, will it bang? I say chill. Stepping up and standing what y'all think man enough. Chill, agitating like dandruff. I ain't talking all tough, what the people keep saying. Big trucks and wheels. Dominican Raj slipping my meals. One time, we make them wanna say it again. We make them wanna say it again. Get out the funk. Copy my style. Big dough walking down the aisle. Sing it first. So good. We make them wanna say it again. Hey yo, they begging for a taste of it. Get a plate, grab a cup or something. My stop fronting. On the mission, dude, still hunting. So stay out my way, act like you want something. Yo, my girl's the grown woman who ain't trying to get her eagle on. She'd rather be in the bed getting her kegel on. Working the walls when the heat is on. Like Mary J or Tweet is on. Sing along. Fresh clothes and cribs. Give me the salad pass like the ribs. Now bring it back. Getting what's finally mine. Yeah, sigh of relief 'cause we finally signed. Come on. We make them wanna say it again. Yeah, we make them wanna say it again. Yo, say it one more time for that girl named Pam Graham on some black shit. She got me saying. Say it again, girl. And say it one more time for my nigga Tony that always go through it. The one and only. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with more of the Minstrel Show right after this commercial break.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And stepping in for the Rays, Alex Rivero.
Alex
Just missed.
They can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And a pitch. Fought off foul. The pitch. Upstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Kicks and fires. In the air, right side. Osweja settles under this one. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
now back, second baseman.
He's 2 outs away. Now up for Tampa Bay, Termarr Johnson. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. And there's a ball.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for, because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Young at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Liner, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. So now the DH spot, Braden Taylor in there at the knees, and it's 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or...
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Welcome in. We're in the 8th inning with 2 outs. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jackson Holliday. Right through there for a strike. Batista, 28 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Termarr Johnson. And first offering is fouled off. And strike 2. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Just missed.
It's a good take.
And a pitch. Out there to center. Sizes this one up. And there's one away. He's 2 outs away. Here's the third baseman, Nick Gonzalez. Right down to shoot. Strike 1. And a strike in there.
Well, he homered earlier in the game, but showing no fear on the mound so far in this at-bat. He's just attacking the strike zone.
The Rays trailing by 3 here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. That just misses. Now 1-2. He goes down looking.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Lopez stands in now and watches strike 1. Hit to right, and that should do it. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
At this point, it'd be a crime if he didn't receive votes for the Cy Young Award. I mean, that's his 55th save of the year, and he keeps proving why he's one of the...
in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's Yordan Alvarez. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. And a good eye there. And it is 2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Kicks and deals. That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 1. Next offering is downstairs. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Calls it in, 2 away. Astros down to their last out. And next to hit for Houston, Pedro Leon.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Just missed. This could end it. Got him. That finishes the evening's action.
It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game 1 to set the tone.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
The final line score for
Los ojitos en esa chori sale y arregla el clima. Al español latino. Me pregunto si baila como camina.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Alec Burleson now at the plate. Swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Right through there, got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, I'd definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Fair ball. Now it rolls down into the corner.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
On the ground, a short could be 2. Off-balance feet, there's one. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
This is what you call taking care of business. When you've got home field advantage and you win the first 2 games of the series, that's what you come to the ballpark to do. They've worked hard to get to this point. Now they're in the driver's seat. We'll see how they do once this series continues. But so far, they've set the tone.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. John Shambi, Chris Singleton, late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Now it's Yordan Alvarez.
The left fielder, Yordan.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The pitch. Good job to fight that one off. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run out of it.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Leon stands in now and watches strike 1. Swings through that one. Just missing there. And the count 1-2. And another ball.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away now. So they're down to their final out. Here's Corey Lee. There's the strike. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. And it's even up. Right through there for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
This could end it. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The Red Sox up by 2 here in Game 4 of this ALDS. And that is it. They are headed for the ALCS.
Well, a really solid division series win. They can move on to the next round and I think relax a little bit more. Congratulations. Get ready for the ALCS.
The final line.
John Shelby, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Gunnar Henderson steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Strike 2.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, we see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
One down, base is empty. And another ball. White Sox down a run here in game 3 of the ALCS. And that's outside.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The pitch. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. A 1-run lead here in game 3. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Digging in, Henry Davis at the belt and fires. Out towards left center. Ciani sizes this one up, and he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly.
John Shelby, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Now it's the DH, Gunnar Henderson. Fought off foul.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Next pitch is downstairs. That one the other way, and it's caught for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Berry in the box now, takes strike 1. That clips a corner. Triple digits on that last pitch.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you could take away from an at-bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. He is safe.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
Right field, down the line, and that one slices foul. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. We're here in game 6 of the American League Championship Series. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
3-2 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shelby. We'll see you soon.
The final line.
Soy latino de sangre, yo salí de la calle, vengo de un barrio humilde y el corazón sigue grande. Llevo el alma en la rumba pa' que mueva la cintura, el que te prende el ambiente y el que te pone a gozar. Un pasito pa' aquí, un pasito pa' allá, todos mis latinos ahora vamos a rumbear. Un pasito pa' aquí, un pasito pa' allá, todos mis latinos ahora vamos a rumbear.
Hello and welcome to Oakland. We're at Ring Central Coliseum. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Oakland Athletics. John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you. Singing a guy who could change this game with one swing of the bat. Jake Berger leads the team at OPS, so he's the guy that... 2 outs, base is empty. Now the A's designated hitter, Jody Quintero. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball.
Bottom 4. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Jody Quintero.
The designated hitter.
The wind to the pitch. That to right. Blanco sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that one fouled off. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the 6th.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ground ball left side. Goes to second for 1. On to first, double play.
As a former player, watching 5.
Jody Quintero now at the plate. 1 for 3. This one belted deep left field. On its way, gone. He powers that one out of here. His 62nd home run of the season. It's 1-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Quintero with a valiant job in defeat. 2 hits, including that long ball.
Really impressive work in the dish. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, even if they didn't cash in enough to get the win.
Jody Quintero up next for the A's.
Jody Quintero.
There's a strike. Puck, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. 2 outs, base is empty. In the air out to center. Mesa under this one. Hauls it in to end the inning.
Hey, let it rip, let it rip.
The batter number 4. Shortstop, Jody Quintero.
On its way to the corner. And foul as it bangs off the fence. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Quite the start to this game.
Now batting, shortstop, Jody.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
To third. Quickly to second for 1. Double play. They can't seem to. And we're back. Last chance for the home team. Digging in for Oakland, Jody Quintero. And it's fouled away. Oh, 0-1 now. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
into the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, in time to get him. One away on the strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't. He's done it again, Boog. That's his 30th save of the year as he puts another game to bed. Sweet dreams, everyone.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious month,
Jody Quintero up next for the A's. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. At the belt and fires. Swings through that one for strike two.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Backed off the plate that time. Elliott leads off first with one away. One, two now. Foul ball there. And a pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One, two now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, getting a good look at the pitch.
Back in Oakland, bottom of the inning. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Jody Quintero. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Athletics definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today. He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
That one drilled left field. Fraley puts it away. One down. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. The throw into second. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the ninth. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Jody Quintero. That one fouled off.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the ninth inning.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that ninth inning. No, this is a nice sweep. Good way to finish this series. You're heading to another city for another one. Got to maintain the same focus. Whatever you were doing in this city, make sure you're doing the same thing in the next one. Eat the same thing, sleep the same way, get to the ballpark at the same time.
here now is